Hello folks, this is HexagonalSpy. The spy will come to you live for a breaking announcement. Sorry this has been taking a while to be able to do this since the ending of the episode of the series of the Star Wars Knights of the Republic the Sith Lords, but things have been popping up since then. Like great things has been happening to this country. Countries finally starting to be able to listen to reason and listen to who's really want to try to put things back together and such, and getting people to stop drinking the Kool-Aid, metaphorically speaking. Anyways, where to even start? Oh yeah. Well, since the ending of the Star Wars Knights of the Republic the Sith Lords, the people of the country of America has finally give a voice on who should be leading as president these past couple of weeks, and they voiced it to be not Trump, but President Biden now. Yep, new president of Benevolent of Peace. And unlike the last president who was an asshole, this one is going to be taking measurements and to be setting things straight between the whites and blacks peoples, and to be able to make sure that we'd be able to get better protection from the COVID-19, the virus that's been plaguing this world since 2020, and deaths been counting, a lot of deaths. And right now, the most highly effectiveness of virus that's been happening is here in Tennessee and here in America, which is where I'm at. But I've been on the 24/7, keeping myself and my family been doing good, and we've been encountering some problems, but nothing COVID related. And then, believe it or not, some of my family members got the COVID, but survived it. Was able to survive it because they was able to did what they were told to do. What they were able to keep in great social distances, to keep in quarantine in their own houses, in their own rooms until it's been passed, and doing whichever it is. Now this COVID affects people differently. Affects people very differently, like psychologically affect heart. But right now, President Biden is going to be already starting taking measurements of what to do against the COVID, and is going to try to make sure the vaccination. Yes, vaccination. Yeah. The vaccination for getting people the treatment, the cure method to be able to be hopefully be permanently be immune to the COVID-19, and hopefully once that happens we can get back to the world of what people are supposed to be doing, like usual shit. And I'm going to be praying and hoping that this new year is going to be turned out differently. But now that damn last president that's off the throne, with a new president that's taking things seriously about the COVID virus, and about what this country is needs to settle down with. Where hopefully this new year is going to be turned out to be a good year so far. Well, I'm sorry, probably not a good year quite yet. I mean, things are turning into a good way. The winds of change is happening right now. It's out there. It's happening. It's just like a calm before the storm, you know? Yeah. So that's what's been happening so far in this world, in this country, and all the other continents. People around the globe is going to be getting the vaccination to be immune to the COVID-19, and to begin with, it's going to start with the elderly people. There has been successful reports, so that should be good news. Yeah. And then once that the confirmation of that the elderly people had all got the vaccination to be immune to the COVID-19. It's going to be starting with it's going to be begin with going with the rest of the age people, of the young and the adults. And the bright news of Biden being, and another bright news of good news that Biden's been president, is that children is going to finally be able to go back to school. Yippee! Go back to school. It's been a stressful year of last year that we're dealing with, that we are still going through it. Now, that's been going on right now, so. And while that's been going on in the world, things have been looking up to my own end of pleasant news, of pleasant surprises on my end, because now that since I was able to get a job of sorts, and as a work laborer, a hard working person that always gets up at 5 a.m. and has this 8-hour shift to go to the factory. I've been able to get some pretty cool new things when I was able, every single week that I've been getting paid. And one of those cool new things Yep, you're seeing it right now. A YuGiOh dual disc. Yep, HexagonalSpy got a YuGiOh dual disc. My pride and proudest moment right there. Now, how I was able to get the YuGiOh dual disc? Got it from eBay. Now companies back in the day, companies has been producing YuGiOh dual disc. Like, I'm sure that most of you guys already got this information by now, but since like in the year of like 2010 or maybe it was 2012, companies have stopped making YuGiOh dual disc. So now those that do have it, they've been treated like accessories. Like, it's not exactly a usable thing to use anymore. And you'd be able to now, if you'd be able to want to find good stuff like the YuGiOh dual discs, just to see if you got any money in stock and go to either eBay or probably Amazon. Never checked that place out. like how this happened with me is that I I was looking through stuff on eBay and when I did, I was quite surprised that a dual disc, a YuGiOh dual disc, an actual real live YuGiOh dual disc, is actually on eBay still. That's on eBay. Like, I know that company's been stopped making those days and those things anymore. So yeah. So now I can be able to see if I can. Oh, what that seller said. Get your game on for reals and about the Shadow Duelist and send it back to the Shadow Realm. Is what the seller said when I was able to buy that dual disc off the guy. Sounds like a nice guy. But I've also made that guy a promise that I would take good care of that dual disc. Like, I did have one like once upon a time ago when I was like a kid, and well, how I didn't know how I no longer have the dual discs anymore is that it was a mystery how I didn't have that anymore until a couple of weeks ago, when once I was able to get that dual disc on my own again. It's starting to click about how I lost it. Like, now, you guys have seen the anime, you guys seen the anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, dual discs got machinery, got electronics that's powered of energy, electricity of electronic technology advancement made, like this metal straps on your arms and such, and that does cool things, and like hollow emitters deploying into across the field and making the duel to happen of hollow imagined monsters on the field. Yeah, it's not exactly the same thing of what in real life provides. Like, all cool stuff that we see in the anime doesn't exactly apply with real life of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Decks. Like, it's a real thing. We could be able to do that with, again, the platform of the Dual Decks to be up and running. It's just that now that these black straps that's in the real life dual disc. Now, how I lost mine, as I was getting to that point, is that I broke that strap. I broke the strap of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc when I first got it, when I was like a kid. Hey, no judgy. I was ignorant and stupid how I was able to lose it. Because I was like a happy kid that actually had a mechanical dual disc, but it didn't exactly occur to me that the straps were there to keep it attached to the dual disc that keeps it attached to your arm. And when I accidentally did broke that strap when I was a kid, there was no need to keep it around anymore because of what stupid mistake that I did. I was quite heartbroken at the time. Like, how stupid I was. Well, what can I say? I was young, I was foolish, and I was stupid. But now I'm older and still handsome. And I got this color of the red back into this hair again. Happened a week ago. And ladies find me quite attractive with what I got going on. on the network. Yeah. And keeping in good shape. And also, now I got the dual disc a second time again, I'm going to make sure no stupid mistakes happen to that one, like the last one this time. So right now, the limit of the deck that you would want to put in would be like below 55 cards in that deck slot. Like, trust me, I've tested out. I've I put my deck inside of it, doing some cards checking and doing counting. Like, you can be able to place like 40 cards in it if you want to, but the limit of the real limit of to put into that dual disc goes about 55 cards in it. So you're going to need to have like cards below to be able to press into the dual disc and the deck slot. Just to remind you guys of the limit of that dual disc. And now you're going to be asking a question. Have you got into a duel with someone with a dual disc on? Answer is no. Still in quarantine. But once this hellish apocalyptic virus goes total extinct, you're on. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, eBay has like dual disc of numbers of different kinds of dual disc. Like, I was able to get mine because I had enough money to be able to go like about above like $150. Yes, I said it. $150 was how much I was able to pay of that dual disc. Now, sellers on eBay is going to be offering prices of like yay high, like $1,000 high, $200 high. So if you guys are going to be wanting to be doing a purchase on eBay or some other app that I haven't explored yet, then you're going to need to make sure you have a buckload of money, like a ton, like you're a rich person or something. Or like you're a hard-working person that's been saving up money that you could use. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. That's just my alarm clock. That's my alarm clock. Now, what else to be discussed? Ah, yes. Oh, yes, I know what to be saying up next. I want to show you this. Right here. Right here. Yep, the original black Xbox. The original black Xbox. Not the new black Xbox. The original Prime. The first generation before the newer Xboxes is right here. Again, how I was able to get that Xbox was that I didn't exactly have it at the time because I didn't exactly had a job back then. But I was able to get said job because people like me there. And I have a good friendship relationship with the manager there. A working relationship. And aside from that, the factory treats its workers like family, and I am kind of a part of that family. anyways, like the dual decks, I was able to have enough money to be able to get that that original Black Xbox. So now I can be able to do other original Black Xbox games to play on it if I want to. So now I can be able to do things on that to show off games that can be able on different platforms now. The white Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and finally the original Black Xbox. Now you're going to be asking yourselves now, what game am I going to be showing off any games of the original Black Xbox? You've already seen the Star Wars Knights of the Republic and the Star Wars Knights of the Republic, the Sith Lords, and the Halo 1 and the Halo 2, all accounts of the original Black Xbox. And and now I'm going to be showing off the account of what's going to be coming up next after the Sith Lords. As already mentioned from the ending of the episode of the Sith Lords, this is going to be coming up next. The Star Wars Republic Commando. And then after that will be the Transformers, the first. And then after that, you're just going to have to see what's going to be in store. And if you're that impatient to be able to see what's in store, just check the comment section in the second trailer that's on the homepage of my YouTube channel and whatnot. I'm going to be, I might as well see the list. Now, I was able to show off the Star Wars Knights of the Republic, the Sith Lords, Halo 2 Anniversary, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, and now I'm about to be showing off the Star Wars Republic Commando, and after that, the Transformers 1 game. If you are going to be confused by that, don't worry, you'll understand what I meant. And then after that, it will be Halo 3 ODST. It's going to be a little bit different than how Halo 2 shows, and you'll understand what I meant on that. And when we get to that point. Now after that one is going to be Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. Now that game is also it's going to be a new experience to me as well as the Recon Advanced Warfighter. So I hope you're going to be prepared to see that one. Now after that, it's going to be Command & Conquer 3, Kane's Wrath. Now one it's going to be a digress of what I'm going to be showing off, because it's going to be starting off a little bit different than Tiberian Wars, and the whole point of why I wanted to show off the Command & Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. And after Kane's Wrath, Universal War Earth Assault. If you don't know what that is, look up on Google. And then the next one will be Transformers Fall of the Cybertron before the Transformers 1. And finally, the Mass Effect game. Now this one is going to be a little bit, it's going to have similarities of how Star Wars Knights of the Republic shows and similarities of what the Sith Lords have shown, because this one's going to be about like Earth, again, space flight, exploring the galaxy. It's not like Star Trek, just a little bit different of how it shows. But when we get to that point, I'll explain fully about that game if you got any more further questions. And that's pretty much about what's going to be shown in the Chapter 3 list. Now, here's the thing. Since that, I've been doing non-stop of posting videos, and between that and the fact that I got myself a job that takes a lot of my time, which also includes the fact why I haven't exactly been contacting or talking to anybody on the network or anybody on Discord for a long brief time. But now, since that I'm on break, I might actually be able to be doing those stuff. And probably be talking to other network people on the Xbox. And also, because that I'm on break, I'm not going to be posting videos so far. And also, best part about another thing is that alright, since that I am now got myself a 311 subscribers, I'm going to be keep pushing that up. I'm going to be hoping that I'm going to make sure that I keep pushing that, still pushing that up to make sure I get 350 subscribers before the end of this year. That's my goal, just like the other times, like last time. So I hope that I hope you guys will be able to still be continuing to support this channel, talk to your friends or family, or get them details of what this channel is about. And people that are new into this channel, what I do here is like great time showing off my old experiences of what I knew about the Xbox games, and to join new experience with other new games that I haven't experienced it with you guys, which is like kids game, actions games of violence, or adventures games, or like saving the world stuff, or like warlike games, or like tournament games, which in the past it has been like tournament games, or yeah, and some YuGiOh card games on the legacy of the Duelist, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much about all I got to be able to talk to you guys, and I apologize again for how things been taking up my time to be able to post this announcement. But I hope that you guys will be able to forgive me, and that you guys are staying safe from this COVID virus. This world is turning up a new change of wind. I wasn't kidding about that part. Now that we have a new president that is going to be taking things seriously, that is taking issues of the matter of hand, than the last president, who was a dick, by the way. I apologize for that reference. Things are going to be looking into a new heading for this world now. It's going to take some time, but with the new president, that has his goal set on rebuilding from scratch and relationships of this country to repair the damage what the last president had done, and to be able to focus on the efforts on getting the vaccination to humanity's needs to have it all to be fully protected from the COVID virus. It'll be bye-bye COVID and hello freedom from prison, from lockdown, and be able to talk to people, to be able to do some shit. So right now, that's pretty much about all I could be able to say on this announcement. And again, I'm not going to be posting videos until I'm like good to go to be able to do that again, because like I said, I got tons of stuff on my plate right now, and I need this break to be able to focus on other things right now. So I hope you guys be able to stay safe, continue to support this channel, subscribe, like, share, and stay safe, and pray to God that humanity would be free from COVID virus. HexagonalSpy, the spy, sign off for now.